Family sitting in the park. Mommy's busy in the kitchen. Daddy's in the study bitching, leaving indelible smudges on his art. They'll stay in the park till it's dark. It's the only place she can feel herself, where she's her daddy's eyes and her mommy's lips and a smile. By the time that she had turned 15, it said every time she was in, there's nothing here but arguing. All you do is cause us hurt. She shouted who taught me evil words. I didn't piss on a fire until I got burnt, and kicked you out into the cold, and no part of your body unsold. But you gave nothing more than that. You sent little packets home just for them to get sent back, addressed to whore, addressed to slag. Just her daddy's eyes and her mommy's lips and a smile. Just her daddy's eyes and her mommy's lips and a smile. She wonders if she ever was fed by her mother's breast, why she never passed her tests. Daddy told her she was done, but the clients still like to come. She didn't have to try to get them. She used her daddy's eyes and her mommy's lips and a smile. She used her daddy's eyes and her mommy's lips and a smile. One night she got into trouble in a house near where she grew up. Customer was not who she expected. He put his hands on her soul, and then he smashed her bones, and he threw her out without any clothes. And he said, "You're just your daddy's eyes and your mommy's lips and a smile. You're just your daddy's eyes and your mommy's lips and a smile." Found her in the garden grounds, her panties all hanging round, no tears just make up running down. Her dad said don't make a sound, you'll get the bloody police around. Then her mother finally broke. She didn't speak, but her tears spoke. Took a towel from the washing line. Emily said, you don't have time. Daddy, did you want a son? Mommy put the bath water on, then she died. Friend said to them, the day when the funeral came, said you don't know how much the girl loved you, how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you. You don't know how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you. You don't know how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you. You don't know how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you, how much she really loved you. You don't know how much she really loved you, how much she really loved. Do you ever get sick of feather duster jokes?
Never get them. Get a lot of dead cat jokes. Lots of dead cat jokes, no feather dusters. I think it looks like an eyebrow person. That's just my take on it.
Is it grey? Is it actually white? Or is it dirty? Or is that the colour?
So I'll let you figure that out myself.
Right, there's coffee, yeah? Yeah, so...
So how did you meet Jake?
I met Jake through his band, I guess. Was it through the band, Jake?
I know we're talking about that, are we?
Yeah. We're not breaking any illusions that this, like...
They were his band were the Black Sheep of Cheltenham.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, and we became friends on the music thing, and we bonded over, because we really liked Mike Patton, who was my childhood idol in terms of singing, and Jake was very, you were very, what's the word? You were very driven as a musician.
Yeah, I was driven to something anyway.
But I appreciate that more now, because having lived in Cheltenham and met so many people who aren't driven, and they're not driven to sort of say forming a band and to keeping the band going, I find it incredibly depressing. The people won't just kind of go, oh well, let's work really, really hard on this thing. Just give a lot of time to this thing.
I bought it in an auction. It's about £1.
Wow. Is it good?
Yeah, it's in horrible condition, but it is good.
Amazing. Interesting fact, champion Jack Dupree spent a great deal of his adult life living in Rochdale. He's from New Orleans. I think he started out as being a boxer, and that's why he was called champion. And then he came to the UK on tour sometime in the 60s, and ended up marrying a northern lass. And I think it was either Rochdale or Leeds, and he just ended up living there. How strange! It's some great records. Best compilation ever.